So last night I was dreaming and I was dreaming of storms. And when I woke up, before I woke up, my deities or my guides, who I thought were my deities or my guides, ended up being one of my deities, was screaming, Bella D's, Bella D's. And I woke up and I sat up out of bed and I heard it again, wide awake, Bella D's. And I said it out loud. And then I wrote it down on my notepad, on my phone, and I just sat with it. And then I had a session with a sister of mine from the coven and was talking to her about this dream and how I don't understand. I looked up Bella D's. It came up as Bella DS game from back in the day. So then I looked it up and I was like, let me get on Google. And I typed Bella D's, Bella D's. And it came up a 2008 Nintendo DS game called Bella Sarah or Bella Sarah. And I was like, okay, so I dug deeper into that because I don't sell that game anymore. It's a discontinued game. I was like, what was the game? Allows players to ride, groom, accessorize, and trade magical horses while maintaining stables and completing quests. So it's basically all about horses. It's like a horse trading card game for little girls, and it's specific to horses. And I was like, okay, let me sit with that for a little bit. Let me sit with that. So I was talking to my friend, talking to my friend, my homegirl. She's up there powerful like me. Like my friend Alexandria knows her shit. She's a spellcaster. She knows her shit when it comes to conjuring spells, making spells, doing wars, breaking down charts, navigating through Nordic gods and everything. Listen, my homegirl, Alex, if you want Patreon, you shit. But we sitting there talking, and I'm trying to break this down. And I was like, okay, not in the video game thing, not in this. And then I said, I just need to Google that. So I'm doing the research. And at first it comes up, the first thing I see is that Persephone, which is the wife of Hades, who helps rule the underworld. Okay? She in folklore is tied to Belladonna, Bella D. Bella D. But then I had to dig a little further because I was like, that tracks. Because we named our Tahoe Persephone. Persephone is linked to Bella D. So I was like, is this? And I just didn't feel like I was getting it. And then it hit me and it all came correct. Belladonna is famously sacred to Hecate. But even more, Belladonna being the plant of death, deadly nightshade, also symbolizes battle, death, and passion. Battle, death, and passion. It can be responsible for cutting the threads of life, deaths and rebirths. There is so many interpretations of how I can take this message of Bella D, Belladonna. Now, I used to sell Belladonna. Belladonna was used in Practical Magic 2. That's what they accidentally killed Jimmy Angelo with because they used too much of it. Yeah. I'm very familiar with Deadly Nightshade. I'm very familiar with its benefits, I guess. It's just the message was so loud, so clear. It's linked to Hecate, the goddess of crossroads, a titan. A titan. It's also linked to Persephone, the goddess of the underworld, and that's what we're fighting right now is darkness, evil. I know that there's a message within a message. I know that it's telling me the storm is coming. I know that it's telling me the battle has to be fought. I know it's telling me that Hecate is with me. I know it's telling me that Hecate is with all of us. And that this is most definitely the rising of the divine feminine. But I also wanted to share this message to let you understand when you're working with spirituality, when you're working with deities, when you're on your spiritual path, like trying to open all these things up, I need you to understand that messages aren't linear. Spirituality is not linear. It's very up and down. It's very much up into interpretation. You really have to search within yourself and the tools that you're using in order to find an answer. And sometimes a message can be given and it's still up to us to figure out what that message is trying to tell us. So sometimes you don't get it right away. That's okay. Let some things play out. Some things may peak. Some things may grab your attention and you'll be like, oh, that's what that means. And I know that some things are going to play out Maybe someone comes forward and their name is Bella. I don't know. But I know specifically the message was very clear where it said Bella Dees. But I also want to add in here that there was a storm that came through here months ago, and I caught several images of the lightning. And I caught video of the lightning, and it looked like warriors riding in on horses. That it looked like the battle that they were coming to help us fight. It looked like the gods were on the way. That's the message that I got from that storm, and what I saw in the clouds with the lightning is that they were on the way. There was still a battle to be had. And then someone sent me a screenshot today of patient 4547's Truth Social, and I saw this, which is very similar to what I saw in the cards. Now, I'm not talking about the representation of the statue or of it being a monument. It's the imagery. It's the imagery. So I wanted to share that little tidbit too, that all of these things happened today, and I think that they're all connected as we're heading into the major storm. And it was just too on point. Anyway, have a good weekend.